Okay, so in this video we've been asked to solve a problem where we are predicting the future value of an investment. So we have the formula for that future value, so that's the amount. So we're going to take a initial investment, it could be anything we want it to be, and we need an interest rate. Okay, that interest rate is going to be some type of percentage number. Okay, and so usually in an investment it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5%. And then we're going to look at how we need to know how long we're going to invest that money for. And we'll assume that that's just going to be a kind of a like an integer value for the number of years the investment is going to be. So the interest rate will be like the interest per year, and then the time will be in years, so that all the units work out together. So let's go to our IDE and we can solve this problem. Okay, so I need 3 numbers from the keyboard here. So I'm going to need the investment. Maybe let's keep that as a floating point value. Okay. So we're always having a nice prompt when we do this. So we're going to say enter the initial investment. Okay. We need the interest rate, and that is going to be a floating point value as well. So you might have 3.5% interest, so it makes sense that it's a decimal number. And we'll enter it as a percentage, and we can do the conversion afterwards. You wouldn't expect the user of a program like this to convert from a percentage to a decimal. So enter the percent interest. And the last thing we need is the time, and I said it would be like just kind of an integer value of year. Doesn't really matter though. So enter the number of years to invest. Okay, and now we can apply that formula. So the amount is going to be the investment times 1 plus, now here I need to do the conversion from the percentage to the decimal, so it's just the rate divided by 100. Okay, and then we will multiply by the time, or to the exponent time. So we need the 2 asterisks to do exponents. Okay, and I believe the program question did say it also wanted to display the amount of interest that you earned. So the amount of interest that you earned would be the difference between this value here and the actual investment. Okay. So interest equals amount minus investment. Okay, and then we can just print those values to the screen. So your investment is now worth, let's make it look somewhat nice. So we should probably round that amount to 2 decimal spots. We're looking at a dollar figure, so that kind of makes sense. And then we'll tell them how much interest you made. So you made, again, we'll round the interest to 2 decimal spots in interest. All right, and if we run our program, if we have the initial amount, let's say it's $1,000, and some bad output there. I should probably change this for the next time I run it. There we go. I don't like it when I have no space or anything after my my prompt. But let's say $1,000. Let's say the percent interest is 5%, and the number of years to invest is let's say 1 year, just so we can check the calculation. Let's see if this makes sense. So if you have $1,000 and you're making 5% interest, that would be $50. Okay, every year. And it's compound interest, so if you know anything about that, after more years it'll be more than 50, but after 1 year it would be $50. So that output kind of makes sense. We could run it for more. So if you had $1,000 and you had 5% interest, but you said 2 years, okay, now it's a little bit more, right? Comparatively speaking, because you're earning interest on the interest. So after the first year you had $1,050, so if you then multiplied that by 5%, you would get $52.50. So that's why you have now $102.50 interest.